Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're gonna be doing something a little different. I mean, it's always different, but today this is a podcast. This is podcast called, what was it called again?
I don't even remember what you told me.
It's called Politics with Teens, and this is episode 1.
Nope,
and
this is
episode
57. Welcome guys, we're back here again. We're gonna be talking about taxes and stuff, and
we're not talking about taxes.
yes we are, trust me.
We're gonna be talking about the John F. Kennedy assassination.
All that boring stuff, yeah.
It's not boring, it's actually really interesting.
Really? Alright, let's listen guys.
Yeah.
Let's see how interesting
Alright.
this man is.
First of all, how old are you?
I'm 7 years old.
No, how old are you?
What?
Seriously, how old are you?
I'm 7, dude.
I'm 14 and you're what, 13?
Yeah, I'm 13, okay.
Alright, cool. So,
I forgot
this
to be
podcast...
on here, I forgot.
Let's just start the podcast. I mean, damn, alright.
Yeah,
Let's talk about John F. Kennedy.
I said my real name tonight to blow that out.
Who do you think killed John F. Kennedy?
I don't know, some weirdo.
Well, they say it was Lee Harvey Oswald. Do you believe that?
Probably not.
Why do you say probably not? Do you not trust our government?
No, our government, he likes to just, they're not careless for anybody. He's not careless for anybody at all. They just want money, they did taxes so that way they can fund money, just be greedy to everybody. They don't care about it.
Well, don't they provide social services with the taxes, and they provide healthcare with the taxes?
Yes, they do that so that way they can have a good time.
Alright, well anyway, we're not talking about that. Anyway. Well, you heard it here, folks. How old are you? Oh, you're 13. 13 years old, and this guy thinks the government's corrupt. Which it is corrupt, but yeah. That's sad. Anyway. How old were you when John F. Kennedy died?
I wouldn't lie.
You were not even 1 year old. You weren't even born.
No, I wasn't.
You weren't even born.
Nope.
Yeah, you know when he died?
Sigma
When did he die?
Sigma boy.
What is that? That was so random. What is that? Dude, stop. Dude, this is stupid.
Oh god. Alright, man.
Alright, seriously, you know when he died?
Not really, no.
He died November 22, and he died in 19... What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything, bro.
You're confusing me.
Alright, I'm done.
Alright, but seriously, who do you think killed the president?
Wait, which president? John F. Kennedy? Or whatever?
John F. Kennedy. You don't know who killed the president?
No, because I wasn't alive.
Well,
Why would I know that?
There's a lot of... Here's the thing. I don't think we'll ever know, though. Let's be real. I don't think we're ever going to know who actually killed the president.
Nobody really actually witnessed it. Stay alive. No, we're not.
People say it was the vice president who ordered Kennedy to be killed. Do you believe that?
Maybe.
Maybe? You don't know? I mean, you don't know.
How would I know? I'm 13 years old. I didn't even see that in a video before.
Do you think we're ever going to find out who really killed John F. Kennedy? Do you think we're ever going to find out the whole, thing in detail?
No, probably not.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, there's a lot of... By the way, Trump, now that I'm, starting to get into the conversation, Trump, you know who Trump is, do you?
Yeah, I know Trump. I know who Trump is.
Cool. Do you like Trump or Biden? Your opinion.
Well, Biden, Trump at least does something for being a president. Biden doesn't do anything.
That's good. Yeah, okay, that's true. But anyway.
Biden
so
just
Trump
slept and ordered ice cream and stuttered.
That's true. Anyway,
he did.
So Trump, 2 days ago, he ordered the release of 80,000 John F. Kennedy files from his death. 80,000. What do you think about that?
That's insane.
That's 80,000 documents that they wrote and documented when he died, and those documents were solicit, not solicit, they were private. Is that the right word? Private.
Yeah, I don't think so.
They were classified. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. They were classified for how much years?
How much?
Take a guess.
Just tell me. I don't know.
More than 60 years they were classified in the U.S. government. What do you think about that?
Thanks for that, bro.
It's a lot of time for them to take pieces out that nobody should see. But you know what's crazy? For 60 years they've been telling us. They've been telling us that it was only one shooter. That it was only Lee Harvey Oswald. That it was only one shooter. Because people would say, "Have you heard about 2 shooters and all that conspiracy stuff?"
No, because I wasn't really focused on that. I was just kind of focused.
Good point. But still, so people think that 2 people killed him. People think that there's 3 shooters, 2 shooters. People also think that the CIA had to do with it. And by the way, when people started talking about this, you know what they said? They said, "Oh, you're wrong. This is conspiracy. This is a bunch of junk. You don't know what you're talking about." And now, more than 60 years later, the documents are released, and you know what what it is? What is that?
Don't worry.
You know what what?
Sigma boy, Sigma boy, Sigma boy.
This is weird. You know what the documents say?
What did they say?
They said that there was there's proof in the documents so far, because the documents aren't fully released. There's only like 2% out of the 70,000 documents or 80,000 that were released, because they're being released constantly as we speak. So the full 80,000 or 80,000 is still not out there. But so far from what we know that the CIA was actually in the investigation, and they actually had a role in the investigation. Can you believe that?
That's insane, man.
The CIA had a role in the assassination of one of our presidents. That's insane, isn't it?
I'm not really in that kind of stuff, really, man.
The CIA actually is people say that CIA is one of the most corrupt government agencies in the world. I mean, this isn't the first. What? You agree with that?
Yes.
Why do you agree with that?
I really can't think what I do.
So, okay, well, by the way, the CIA, did you hear about the CIA experiments that they conducted on people?
No.
I don't know that much about it, but I heard that they conducted experiments on people and they made them go crazy. And you know who, I forgot his name. You know the serial killer? Not his name. Manson. You know Manson? Serial killer?
No, I don't know Manson.
Manson? You don't know the crazy guy with the cults, Manson?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, this is what happens when I talk to a little kid that's 7 years old.
No, I am 7.
But anyway, the CIA has conducted several experiments on people, making them go crazy, alright? The CIA was responsible, okay, for the death of Kennedy. Well, I don't think the CIA was 100% responsible, but, you know, there's a lot of conspiracy theories about the CIA being involved, and it says it so in the papers that there's a lot of proof to say, I was watching the news, there's a lot of proof to say that the CIA had a role in it, and they were involved in Kennedy's death. I can't believe that. Another group that they think killed Kennedy was the Mafia. What do you think about that?
Honestly, maybe they all teamed on him.
That's true. Maybe they all teamed up. Maybe they jumped him, right?
Maybe.
They jumped him. They was like, by the way, it makes sense for the Mafia team up because makes sense. It's just there's a lot of proof for each one, but there isn't direct proof, but there's a lot of evidence to suggest that. Are you okay, buddy? Did you zoom? What are you doing?
I'm just leaving and rejoining the call.
What?
Like really fast.
Oh, really fast? Okay. Well, anyway.
Yeah. That's what
you know why people think do you know why people think the Mafia killed John F. Kennedy?
Why?
Because his brother. What the heck? What are you doing? Look, are we gonna change the subject to something that's more interesting that we can both talk about? What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything, bro.
I'm serious. Let's change the subject to something more interesting that we can both talk about.
All right. I'm honestly pretty boring. I don't have anything to tell you.
Oh my god.
I don't.
How are you getting all these sound effects whenever you want? I don't get it.
I'm just. Alright, man.
Let's just change the topic. Sound effects. Let's talk about sound effects.
Alright, we're talking about sound effects now?
No, we're not. It's a joke. We're not going to talk about sound effects. There's no way sound effects are more interesting than the assassination. Okay, that's enough.
Okay.
Seriously.
5 big booms.
Oh, we're so sorry to hear about your brother that passed away. He gets 5 big booms. Boom!
I'm so done. I'm gonna hang up. This is, I don't know, this is like good because it's funny. Alright, let me think. I'm gonna keep talking. Anyway.
Alright, we're done.
By the way, Kennedy was assassinated right in front of his wife. What do you think about that?
What'd you say?
Kennedy was killed right in front of his wife. What do you think about that?
That's actually very sad. I actually kind of...
That is... Imagine seeing the person you love get destroyed in front of you. It's interesting.
Did his wife also die afterwards, or did he just let her witness it?
Who? What are you talking about?
What do you mean? Did his wife just did he kill his wife after because she's a witness, or did he just live?
What are you talking about? Who killed who? Jackie? Her name's Jackie. Jacqueline Kennedy. What are you talking about?
When John F. Kennedy died, okay?
Uh-huh.
And their wife witnessed it, right? I mean, his wife. His wife. His wife was right next to him when he got shot. Yeah. So, did they kill off his wife because she witnessed it?
Why would... No, I don't think they... No, she lived a long... I mean, she didn't live that long. She lived like a few years after, but no, she didn't get killed.
Why? She's...
What do you mean, why? You want Jackie to get killed?
User in your channel was banned from the server.
I mean...
What?
What?
Nothing. What did you say about Jackie?
I said... I mean, if you're... It's pretty common sense. I mean, if you're gonna kill somebody in front of someone, believe no witnesses, am I right?
I mean, it is common sense, but like, it doesn't really make any sense because he was literally killed in front of not billions, but he was killed in front of hundreds of people in Daily Plaza. He was killed in a motorcade running, I think, a few miles per hour, very slow. He was literally killed in front of his wife, his bodyguards, and there's a bunch of people on the sidelines looking at him. What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything.
Did you see the Zapruder film footage of his death?
No.
You didn't see that film footage? You can literally go online and see him get killed.
Dang.
Yeah, you can see him die on footage.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna share my screen and then we'll watch that. How about that? You wanna watch that?
Yeah, sure. Let's react to that. Remember?
Let's make it more interesting. Yep. Let's make it more interesting.
Yep.
Maybe this will make you stop doing sound effects.
Yeah, maybe I'll stop getting bored and just listening to you.
Alright, I'm talking it on YouTube.
Man,
pretty brutal. This video is probably gonna get age restricted, but hey,
maybe
it's science.
See the video when we react to it on my share screen, so that way it's better.
Nah.
No? Okay.
Alright, how do you share your screen?
Oh man. This is hilarious. Just look through your options. There's a computer screen. Just hover over them. Like, put your thumb over the options and just share screen and activities and the soundboard, obviously, that I was using.
Alright, hold up. Wish me luck, because I don't know that much. Something just fell.
Darn. That's a shame.
My screen's frozen.
Super Mario RPG.
What are you watching?
Nothing. Plus.
Never back down. Never give.
Rise like he in the bag.
Yo.
Playing the game, you know I'm gon' brag. Doing so good, I got 10,000 tags.
Oh, did you turn your camera or
I don't know how to share a screen, dude.
do I need to share my screen to show you?
Yeah, but like, no, seriously, like, how do you share a screen? Just tell me some, you know. Alright.
Alright, let's see this.
So there's the motorcade, you know, there's people on the sidelines watching, just watching. There's the police, you know, the bodyguards. Oh, right, there's the limo right there, the first limo. The girl in the pink is Jacqueline Kennedy. He gets shot. Look, he got shot. He's holding his neck. He's right there.
Oh,
He's holding his neck. And then he gets blown, bam, right there in the head.
It's happening so
and his wife.
You know what's going on.
I know, but then the wife's on top, Jackie's on top of the limo. That's super sad, but...
I don't know, I don't think that video is very appropriate for YouTube, though.
You see how he gets shot in the head and the wife gets on top of the limousine?
Yeah.
You see it right now, right?
Yeah.
Alright, you know why she was doing that?
Why?
Because she was retrieving his broken brain fragments that got shot off his head.
Damn.
Yeah, I know, that's some pretty traumatic stuff.
That's really traumatic, that's sad.
That is. That is super sad. I feel so bad for her. She was drenched in blood when they got to the hospital, and she saw actually the nurses and the doctors.
He was already dead as soon as he got shot.
What?
He was already dead as soon as he got shot.
No, actually no. I mean, he was still alive. They brought him to the doctor, and there's a document that says the doctors wrote it out, you know, and it says in the document that his heart was still beating. I mean, he could have lived. I mean, it would have been difficult, but like my point is, he was still alive when he got to the doctors. He died at the doctors at 1 p.m.
Dang.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Well, at least he got to live to see his wife for a little longer.
Yeah. You want to know something else?
What?
Crazy?
What?
The killer who apparently killed Kennedy, his name's Lee Harvey Oswald. He was the one convicted for the assassination, even though I don't think he did it. But anyway, he was the one convicted, right? And you know what's crazy?
What?
I think it was, I don't know if it was the same day. I think it was the same day. I don't know. But the same day, he got arrested and he got shot and he died the same day at the same hospital that Kennedy did.
Dang.
So all of the answers, all the two-shooter questions and conspiracies, all the things that people have been, you know, conspiracying about for the past 60 years literally died that exact same day. I mean, they went to the grave with him. They don't know if it was him. They don't know if it wasn't him. All those answers are gone and they're in the grave. Damn, the answers died with him.
You really think about it, that's pretty insane.
I know. Imagine, I mean, I don't want Trump, I don't want this to happen to Trump, but imagine Trump tomorrow, right, gets shot in the head or something, right? And then that same day, the killer gets shot and dies, and then the answers are just gone.
Damn.
That's insane. You want to see his death?
No, not really.
Do you?
No.
I'm gonna put it on.
Wait, whose death?
Lee Harvey Oswald, the guy who shot shot Kennedy. You watch that? All right. Let me share my screen. Hold on. You've seen worse. That's I don't know what to say about that.
I've seen a lot worse.
Okay. You know, I shared my screen once. I don't know why I can't do it again.
Wow, you really suck at this time.
I'll get. Oh, I can do it. Never mind. Share my screen. Start a podcast. All right. All right. You ready to see him die? There's sound on this video. That guy right there is the killer. I don't know if he's known. You'll see it. You'll see. He's gonna get shot.
Oh, this looks like a movie. It doesn't even look like that.
It's real footage. This is real footage, dude.
Really? It's not a movie?
Nope.
Dang, they're really good actors.
He gets shot. He got shot. Look, he went down.
That literally just.
It's not a movie. It's real.
It literally says CNN right next to it.
Yeah, it's news. This is the news. This is live footage.
Oh, that is a news. I'm confused with me.
There is no question about it. Oswald has been shot at point blank.
Oh, pick me out of your shirt. There we go.
All right, I'm gonna re-forward it and see if you can. Do you know who was? You know who got shot, right? Did you see it clearly? See, that's the guy right there. They're carrying him out. Hold up, let me see if I can.
Wait, I kind of understand now.
You know, this is kind of stupid. I mean, let's see. Okay, so
why
let me
is
see if I can.
Conveniently recording in perfect positions to make it look like a movie too?
I know it's weird, but anyway. So that's the guy. The guy in the middle with the black shirt is the killer. He has his handcuffs, right? There's two cops around him. There's two cops. You know, this is so stupid. Like, weren't they thinking? Like, it's like perfect. You know, let's walk in the most hated man in America into the public so they can just shoot him and kill him.
That's a perfect idea.
That's a perfect idea. I mean, what were they thinking? Let's just, you know, grab the most hated man in America and let him just walk casually around. Hopefully someone kills him.
That was very.
It's insane. It was really stupid, and that's what happened. And you look, he got shot here.
Reaction videos with you like this too, honestly.
What?
This is kind of like a reaction video now. This isn't really like
and the guy, he moves in. Look, that guy moves in. Oh, he's dead. He shoots him, and he's gone.
Oh,
he's dead. Did you see that?
Yeah, he's gone.
You know what's really? Remember that I was talking to you about how people think the mafia was in it. Remember that?
Really?
They think the mafia was a part of it. You know why they think that?
Why?
Because the guy who shot the killer of Kennedy, apparently, the guy who shot Lee Harvey Oswald in this video, is someone who's connected to the mafia.
Dang.
His name's Jack Ruby, and he's not directly, but he has a history in the mafia, and he killed Lee Harvey Oswald, so they think that he killed him because, you know, he had things that he didn't want the police to know about, so they killed him to shut him up and just, you know, sleep, you know, answer's gone. That's what they thought.
Has been shot at point blank range, fired into his.
What do you think about that?
He is shot.
Oh, darn, the stream ended, bro.
Why? You wanted to see him get shot multiple times?
No, I just wanted to react to more videos. It was kind of fun.
We could react. I mean, I'd have to think about something else. Oh yeah, you want to dive into the Kennedy and Marilyn Monroe conspiracy theories? Well, they're not theories, they're true.
I'll do that.
You know what happened there? Basically, Kennedy cheated on his wife with Marilyn Monroe.
I can do that.
Do you know who Marilyn Monroe is?
No.
Okay, well, she's an actress. Marilyn Monroe, you don't know who she is?
Never heard of her.
Dude, really? Are you serious right now?
Yes.
Alright, I'll play you a clip of Marilyn Monroe so maybe you'll know who she is. What?
Oh, nothing, bro. Oh, whatever. Alright, now I'm ready.
Is it, you see her? That's Marilyn Monroe.
Dang, she's disgusting.
How is she? Why? How?
She looks like every bit. She looks like every
Okay,
gold digger. Like every additional gold digger.
Alright, well anyway. So she's saying
Like, I'm not
JFK
being
happy
trying to be
birthday.
rude. She just looks like she's snotty and rude.
I don't know, dude. I never met her personally. But anyway.
Marilyn Monroe.
She was singing the president happy birthday on his birthday. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah?
That's her singing happy birthday.
What happened to her?
She died. No one knows how she died. I mean, it's a conspiracy theory like JFK. They think she committed suicide.
But she died right on the camera.
What?
She died right on the camera.
On the video that I'm showing you?
Yes.
No, this is the video of her singing happy birthday to John F. Kennedy.
Oh, it's lovely.
What?
That's lovely.
Oh, it is, but it's kind of messed up when you realize that his wife was in the audience watching this.
How was that messed up?
Because, dude, wouldn't it be dude, okay, isn't it messed up the fact that his wife, Jacqueline Kennedy, is sitting in the audience watching this Hollywood rock star, whatever the heck, saying happy birthday to her husband, and then a few weeks later there's rumors about an affair between them.
Yeah.
That is, you know, it is. You don't, do you hear her singing?
It's a little...
Yeah, I mean, it's all, and then, you know, John F. Kennedy's at the end of the video. There's cake.
I just want to eat all that.
Pretty big cake.
Yeah. A big of a cake.
And then I don't think you saw John F. Kennedy said thank you at the end. Or maybe he didn't. Oh wait, no.
I don't think he said it.
I think he comes up here. Hold on.
And our problems by the time we thank you so much. Everybody, happy birthday!
He's not here.
He'll come up. I hope he'll come up.
Better now, too.
Oh, cool. That's good.
Yeah, it's really good. I hear you perfectly.
Look, JFK comments after Marilyn Monroe sang happy birthday. This is what he said after the happy birthday.
Which said, in honor of your birthday, I believe that you should get a rise in pay. Signed, Roger. And then it said, P.S. My birthday's next month. So,
I don't know if he cared about that.
Dang, it's the days before, you know.
He got shot.
No, it's the day before all that happened. All the nonsense of, like, brain rot and stuff. The days before those. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the days before those, everything was nice and civil.
I mean, not really, but, you know.
Well, you know what I mean.
Talking about a guy that got shot for no reason.
John F. Kennedy?
Or is he hated, or?
Actually, he was hated.
Really?
Because apparently, yeah, well, the mob hated him because, you know why? Because his brother, Robert Kennedy, RFK, he was Attorney General and he was in charge of the police department, right? And they hated him and his brother, because his brother kept targeting mob gangsters and people part of the mob, and he was trying to get them arrested. Did you know that?
Wow.
So his brother was really messing with the mob, and his brother was really, pushing their buttons, and they eventually got mad, and that's why there's rumors about the mob being involved in JFK's assassination.
His brother killed his own brother.
What? No, I'm saying his brother.
No, because
well, technically, his brother actually felt guilt after. What?
He teased the mafia to get them.
Exactly. I mean, that's true.
So
I mean, I don't think
did anything to them. They would probably live until at least maybe 2000s, maybe.
That's what people say, because there's no direct. I mean, there's evidence, but there's no confirmation. There's no confirmation that the mob was a part of the assassination. But that's what people say. And his brother actually, after his brother got killed, RFK, after JFK got killed in the limousine when he was assassinated, he felt like he was guilty. He felt like it was his fault his brother died. What?
It was kind of his fault.
Well, that's what he thought, and let me see if I can find a video of him saying sorry or saying something about that.
What?
I'm gonna see if I can try to find a video of him, feeling guilt about his fault or whatever the heck. Oh yeah, fun fact, his brother actually died. You know how he died?
No.
He got assassinated just like his brother before him.
Wait, what?
You didn't know that?
No.
Alright, so after JFK got assassinated in the limousine, his brother, he was trying to run for president, and while he was on the campaign, he got assassinated. And with a gun. Yeah, let me see if I can find pictures on.
That's insane, man.
It is insane. RFK.
Yeah, I'm not used to just sitting in a Discord call recording, because that's not the kind of content I make. So it's just kind of weird for me.
Look, there's a picture of him. This is a real picture of him laying on the floor when he got assassinated.
Let me see. Are you gonna send a picture of him, or?
No, I'm sharing my screen.
For me, you are.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it said share screen ended, and I was just still sitting there.
Oh, that's weird. I'm gonna share my share screen. Oh, okay. Well, I started the share screen podcast now, so. Alright, so this is when he got assassinated.
Oh, dang. He looks like every sped character in a Nickelodeon TV show.
Oh my god. He got he got shot.
Or anything. Like, come on, man.
He got shot, yep.
Look at him. Look at him. He looks weird.
It's kind of creepy. It haunts me. When I would look at the picture.
I mean, yeah, you're looking at the dead guys. It kind of makes sense.
He's literally suffering right there. I mean, he's literally, struggling with that bullet, and he's just laying there. So it's haunting.
You can't do anything about it. What are they gonna do? Yank it out and act like it's fine or something?
I don't think they can do that.
And dive into his neck or something. You're like, oh, there's that little guy. Time to get him out. And
I wish he became president, though. I mean, we needed him as a president. He was a very peaceful guy. He was a very nice guy.
Wasn't he one of the presidents that was for the people?
He was really for the people, but at the time, this is the 60s, alright? This is the time where there's discrimination between blacks and whites, segregation, all that stuff, that stuff, right? What?
Wasn't the discrimination between blacks and whites during 1800s?
No, that was slavery.
Oh, no, same thing.
It's not. Well, it's not. I mean, it's kind of, but no, because slavery was when you were able to own a black person and do whatever you want with them, kill them.
Oh yeah, that is insane. Martin Luther.
That is really insane. But this is the time where discrimination was a thing. Basically, slaves were illegal. It was just separating blacks and whites. For example, blacks had their own schools, whites had their own schools. And so at that time is when JFK got assassinated, and then his brother was trying to run for president, and he was for the people, but he was for any type of person. He was for blacks, whites, Asian, Chinese, I don't care. He literally said in a speech, I don't care what you are, I will be here to help you. Let me see if I can find that. You still there?
What?
Buddy?
Yeah, what's up? Sorry, I got distracted.
Oh yeah, by the way, his son is actually in the office with Trump. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, his son, RFK Jr., is head of health and he's Secretary of Health and Human Services. This is his son. He's working with Trump.
That's great.
That is, but that's cool. Yeah.
At least some part of his genes are still close to it for president.
That is cool. Yeah, this is him.
Like in the future, there's a chance that maybe he could become president.
I don't think he's gonna run for president. I mean, he's pretty old. He's probably...
How old is he? Well, yeah, his father died in I don't know, in 65 or something. So he's probably 60 or something, right?
Probably 70. I don't know, but he's pretty old. He's got
he's like as old as Trump.
Probably, but he also has he can't talk correctly. It's hard for him to talk. So.
Oh, did he get too traumatized when his father died?
No, I just that's a joke, but no, I just think he has a condition. Like let's see. I'm sharing my screen. You can hear him, right?
No, I can't share. You can't. You weren't sharing screen. You were broken it.
Oh, I guess I have to restart it every single time I share screen.
I guess so.
I feel like it just went away. All right. Look, this is his son, who's Secretary of Health and Human Services with Trump.
They're like instantly going.
And back then, the Democrats were the champions of the Constitution, of civil rights. The Democrats stood against authoritarianism, against censorship, against colonialism, imperialism, and unjust wars.
Can you see him?
Yeah, I definitely see him. Yeah.
The working class.
Are you being sarcastic?
Democrats were the party
I'm
of
joking.
government transparency. And the
All right. Well, I don't think you want to watch the whole thing. I just clicked a random, thing. I just wanted you to hear him speak.
How long is the video?
And corporate.
Dude, it's like an hour. You don't want to watch that.
It was the party of democracy.
It's like you talking.
As you know, I left that party up.
Well, that's different. We're both talking.
Yeah, I know.
So people think I'm gonna go ahead and stop broadcast. So people think when he got killed, people think there was a single bullet there. You know what that theory is?
Why Jan your share screen again?
Because there's just no need to share my screen. I'm not gonna show anything else. I can't think of anything else.
I thought it just automatically ended again.
No. Anyway, so people believe in the single bullet theory. You know what that theory is?
No, I don't.
So remember I said he got shot in the neck and he got shot in the head, right? You saw his brains blew up in the video.
I remember that.
All right. Well, they say that same bullet that he got shot with in the neck hit the person behind him. The person, it was in front of him. The person in front of him was the governor of Texas because he was in Texas at the time and he was visiting the governor. So the Texas governor got wounded that day as well, but he lived. Kennedy didn't live. But they think, right, that the bullet that entered Kennedy's neck exited out of him and then it went inside the governor's, and he got wounded. That's what they think, right? So that's what they think, but the problem with that theory, what do you think about that?
I think that's kind of insane, man.
It's kind of insane, but the problem with that theory, though, is that, if a bullet were to enter Kennedy and then exit out of the governor, that bullet would probably look pretty messed up, wouldn't it? The bullet would look like it got some battle damage, wouldn't it? When it exited, wouldn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Well, they found that exact bullet, right, in top of the limousine the day that Kennedy was rushed into the hospital. There's eyewitnesses and photos about the bullet. They found the bullet in top of the limousine, just chilling, right? And the bullet was brand new, in amazing condition, just brand new, just with blood on it. But it had no dents in it. It wasn't corrupt. It was brand new. And so they grabbed the bullet and they examined it, and it didn't have a single dent in it. It was brand new. So how could this bullet hit two persons, right? How could it come out of two persons and yet it looked brand new? And you didn't listen. You don't know?
No, I don't.
All right. And also, by the way, for that to happen, the bullet would actually have to stop in thin air and make a switch because the governor was not, it wasn't direct. It wasn't a direct shot. The governor was like in front and he was like moving around. So like, my point is the bullet would have had to stop in thin air, right? And make a left, right? And then go straight and then make another left or whatever the heck. And then, get the governor. So how do you explain that there is one bullet that just hit both of them when the bullet would have to literally stop in thin air and go crazy? Like, do you think that happened?
No.
Can I get a more complex answer? What?
It's time to do the outro.
Is it?
Been almost 45 minutes almost for the video, yeah.
We haven't even talked about that much. Alright, let's hit an hour. Can we hit an hour?
Only the first episode. We're not going to talk about a whole bunch of it.
You're right. I have to really edit this. I mean, this is pretty messed up. Anyway.
I'm editing it.
Alright, you're right.
Yeah.
Any closing thoughts?
What?
You got any closing thoughts?
What are you talking about?
You got any closing thoughts?